Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, we're good. We're on.
Yeah, okay. Well, we should have a couple of good ones for you tonight. We got the Hoisington, it's Cardinals, right?
Yep,
yeah,
the Cardinals.
Hoisington Cardinals taking on the Hesston Swathers. First up, it'll be ladies varsity. I'm Cole Dutchendorf, joined by Lucas Roth. How you doing, Lucas?
I'm pretty good. What about you, Cole?
I'm cold.
I am too.
but good overall.
Just one of those weird days where it's just dark and cold outside. And
it feels later than it is, even though it's only like 6. Right? Yeah, we're basically on the nose at 6.
Oh, I was a little off. That's okay.
So Hoisington, they come into the game ranked at 5-9, and they have lost. Although that is 5 out of 9, they've lost 4 out of their last 5. Oof. So they've been struggling as of late. Their one win out of the last 5 came over Haven by 12 last Tuesday. They average around 40 points per game on a paltry 27% shooting percentage from the field. They almost average more offensive rebounds per game than defensive rebounds. It's like 13 to 16 or something like that.
Ouch.
So if they have a big game on the boards tonight, they are very capable of pulling off the win. One problem on the year has been a fairly high amount of turnovers, which will need to come down for them to win the game.
And the other side of the ball for the Swathers, they come to this game very hot, holding a 9-5 record, while riding a 4-game win streak that dates back to their win over previously #1 ranked Central Plains. Throughout the season, they've relied a lot on Corinne Yoder to produce scoring, but throughout the win streak, they have started spraying the ball around and utilizing all their weapons, especially the major height advantage inside, which is between Keeker, Bartell, and Martin. They struggled a little bit with turnovers throughout the season, but over the course, they have managed to reduce the amount they have turned it over, and especially during this win streak that they've been having.
We're going to stop for the national anthem by our pep band. Thank you, as always, to our pep band here at Hesston. So you were saying, Lucas, about the Swathers?
Yeah, I was just finishing up as that started, but turnovers were pretty big. Were playing a pretty big role in their games where we saw them, where they were a little bit hot and cold, but then they managed to limit that, and they've gone on a really impressive win streak as of late.
So keys to the game tonight for Hoisington: try to limit the amount of turnovers. Obviously, that's been a struggle. I mean, they average 16 a game, so that's not usually a good thing for your offense. They need to convert on some more of their shots, 27% from the field and 21% from 3. That's not going to really be cutting it. And then attempt to limit the posts of Hesston, as they have been absolutely dominating recently.
And the keys to the game for the Swathers, the first one obviously is get the ball inside to that 3-headed post monster of Martin, Bartell, and Keeker. Knock down the open shots. They have really struggled with that, especially from deep range. And last but not least, turn defense into offense, especially with how much Hoisington's been struggling with the turnovers, just to be able to take those turnovers and convert them into something better on the offensive end.
Starters for the Cardinals will be J.C. Guthrie, number 2, Samantha Colson, number 3, Keely Wolf, number 11, Susanna Schneider, number 21, and Macy Hanslick, number 22.
And for the Swathers, like usual, it will be Corinne Yoder, number 5, Harley Ferralis, number 4, Alex Martin, number 15, Katie Keeker, number 40, and Anna Humphreys, number 31.
So we will get started with some action. It'll be Cardinals with the ball first, as has been the theme, the away team getting the ball first possession, as there's no tip-off. So it'll be Wolf starting with the ball for the Cardinals. She'll pass it over to Schneider. Schneider almost turned it over to Hanslick. Backside pass into the post to Schneider. Her 2-point attempt is good.
Just a little bit of a breakdown of the defense there for the Swathers. Just somebody lost their woman, I guess, and she was wide open in the post. So good find there by the Cardinals.
And if they're able to get that quality of look this game, it could be a high scoring affair. So Swathers now with the ball. Yoder will swing it over to Humphreys. Humphreys back to Yoder. Yoder to Feralis. Feralis looking inside for Martin, unable to get it to her. Yoder with a nice drive all the way. No good. Boarded by Hanslick. She's headed the other way now. Hanslick will pass to the corner to Schneider. And then reset at the top of the key with Wolf.
Looks like the Swathers are in a zone, maybe. That's unusual. 2-3 zone from the Swathers. Don't usually see it.
It's been a theme we've seen in over their past 4 games or so, which they've been winning. So if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, as they say.
Oh!
Wolf with the shot attempt, absolutely swatted by, I believe, Keeker. Was that Keeker?
That was Alex Martin.
I was looking down to see who was driving it, and then all I knew, all of a sudden, ball was absolutely swatted out of bounds.
Yeah, she swatted that ball a good 15 feet up in the air. Great block there by Martin.
Hanslick drove, had the ball batted away. Feralis with the steal. Yoder pushing the pace now for the Swathers. Humphreys in the left wing. Back over to Yoder. Yoder back over to Humphreys. Humphreys back over to Yoder. Yoder back over to Humphreys. Humphreys back over to Yoder. Yoder back to Humphreys. And finally, a new Swather in the mix was Feralis looking to pass it inside to Keeker. Had it batted away by, I believe that was Samantha Colson with the interior defense.
Yeah, Swathers just look a little bit lost against his zone. Haven't quite, I know it's only been 2 possessions, but haven't really been able to get the ball into the post where you usually like it.
Yoder's 3 is good.
And just as I start to say that, Yoder drains the 3. So maybe I'll talk about how much our offense is struggling more often.
So it'll be Hoisington ball on the other side. Wolf with the ball. Back over to Schneider. Schneider drives inside, stopped by a couple Swathers. 3-point shot is no good from Guthrie. Headed the other way as it is boarded by the Swathers. Yoder to Martin to Keeker to Humphreys. Good ball movement. Yoder thought about another 3. Same spot about. Humphreys will not take the 3. Might have gotten away with a travel. Yoder will drive into the post. Little scoop layup is good.
Beautifully done there by Corinne Yoder. She was able to get around, and she turns a corner. And once she turns the corner, there's not many people in this league that are able to stop her.
Yeah, it seems like we talk every single game that we play about her speed, how she's able to utilize that to her advantage. And we saw her do that right there. Able to knife into the teeth of the Cardinal defense. So Wolf with the ball now for the Cardinals. Into Hanslick. Hanslick will pull the 3. No one was with her. No good. Boarded by the Cardinals, though. Wolf with the ball. Her running jumper layup hybrid thing, I don't know what it was missed. Anyway, boarded by the Cardinals and then thrown out of bounds eventually after a mad scramble for the ball by Schneider.
Yeah, in that first possession we saw they got a really high percentage shot off, easy layup to score the first basket of the game. And since then, they've shot 5 shots. None of them really were either short or way long. So none of them really had a good chance at going to the basket. So we've seen that inability to shoot already. And every time.
My mistake, the ball was batted out of bounds by the Swathers. And I believe it was Hanslick with the shot, I believe. And then, man, I'm lacking right now. That was Bartel with the ball on the low post. She missed the first shot, got her board, and then was fouled, I believe. So she'll be shooting 2.
That was the second time I've talked about offensive struggles, and then a player hits a 3 just to smite me.
It was a beautiful baseline out of bounds play there from the Cardinals. The old screen, the person who received the inbounds play works quite frequently.
You are right, it does.
And Bartel's first free throw is good. Her second is no good off the back rim. Boarded. Good board there. Oh, might have gone with the Carroll. That was Hanslick. She has the ball now for the Cardinals on the other side. Swings to Wolf. Wolf over to Mason. Back to Hanslick. Hanslick drives to the rack. Scoop layup, no good. Boarded by Bartel. And that is Addie Mason, number 1, is in the game. And stolen by Hanslick. And it'll be a foul on
Corinne Yoder.
Yeah, Corinne Yoder. Addie Mason is number 1 for the Cardinals. And number 43 is Brielle Romiser. Has a lot of height down there for the Cardinals. Checking in at 6 foot, so that's obviously a very welcome sight for high school 3A girls basketball.
That's true. We were talking about that in statistics the other day.
Interesting topic.
It was indeed.
Mason with the ball, almost lost it out of bounds, and it'll be a timeout called by the Cardinals from Coach Mandy Mason.
Really good trap there by the Swathers. Got him in the corner, but
pretty much forced them to take a timeout there. Otherwise, it would have been a lost possession. Excuse me.
The Cardinals just continue to work the zone little by little, tire down the Swathers, but the Swathers do play fairly deep. Sometimes they go as deep as 9 girls.
What?
Play 4 players off the bench. Already got 2 bench players in. You'll see the boys do that later tonight as well. Should be a great game. So stick around after this one for that one as well.
Shot was by Hanslick there. Her 2-pointer is good.
Pure, nothing but the bottom of the net. Nobody stepped up to try and stop her from shooting it. And she took the opportunity and knocked it down as Corinne Yoder turns it over on the other end.
Yeah, just sloppy there, but good recovery defense there from Ferralis to knock the ball away. Cardinals with the ball underneath now. Hanslick with the ball left wing. Back over to Wolf. Wolf back to Hanslick. Hanslick swings it over to Mason. Her 3-pointer is good.
Dang. It's funny, as soon as I said how poorly their offense has performed in like 3 possessions, they've now made 2 threes and a pull-up jumper. So it's a great sign for the Cardinals after a little bit of a slow start on the offensive end.
Good looks at the basket, and they're converting on them. Humphrey's 3-pointer was no good. Boarded by number 3, Samantha Colson. Wolf with the ball now for the Cardinals. Over to Mason. Mason inside for Romiser. Swatted away, though, by Keeker and then corralled eventually by Kaiser.
One thing we haven't seen much from the Swathers on the offensive end, though, is post touches. I think that the zone does a great job of taking that away, but...
And there was the post touch there.
I just need to keep talking about the things we're doing wrong.
And Carly Bartel's baseline jumper.
Barley Cartel.
Cartel. She is not involved in any sort of gang. I'd like to put that out there.
Just throwing it out there. We do not know anything about. Oh.
Great screen there from Romiser,
yeah.
And then thrown out of bounds by Mason. We're all over the place right now, Lucas.
Barley Cartel.
I didn't even say Barley. I just said Cartel.
I know, that's so funny. That's still hilarious. And then, of course, I've announcers jinxed about 4 different things now, but
to the best of my knowledge, Carly is not a part of a cartel.
Yeah, I don't think that. Let's stop expanding on that topic before we say something we regret.
Ferralis' pull-up is no good. Boarded by Keeker. Goes back up with it. Her 2-pointer is good.
Back-to-back possessions where the ball's gotten into the post for the Swathers and back-to-back buckets.
Right after you got done talking about the lack of post touches for the Swathers.
Love to see it.
Hanslick will pass to Schneider. Schneider over to Hanslick. Hanslick thought about the three, will drive a little baseline. Her floater is good.
A little bit of a line drive shot there, but ended up falling in off the heel, I guess. So great shot by Hanslick because she's got an early 7.
Yeah, she's been playing very well. Yoder thought about the three. She'll drive into the lane. Her floater is good. Somehow, that was off balance and as awkward as can be, but she got it to fall, and she matches Hanslick with 7 of her own. Not in that one shot, just over the course of the game.
After a little bit of a slow offensive start, both these offenses have exploded here. And
Schneider might have gotten fouled there on her 2-point attempt, but it'll be going back the other way. The long pass attempt from Humphreys to Yoder was out of bounds off of Humphreys.
Just overthrew her. Not Mitch Trubisky level overthrow, but just a little bit overthrown. Tough scene.
I'm kind of in a depressed state from football topics. It's been around a couple of days.
It has indeed.
Schneider with the ball, they'll look to hold for the last shot in this first quarter with the score tied at 12-all. Hanslick passes to Schneider. Her three-pointer is no good. Boarded by Feralis. 9 seconds left for the Swathers. That pass ahead is a dot to Katie Keeker, and her layup is good.
What a play there by the Swathers as
had a lot of velocity on that full court heave from Mason. It is no good.
Man, what a great first quarter. That was
absolutely. Wow.
That was a really great first quarter of action there. Started off a little slow, but picked up a little bit of pace there in the second half as the offenses just erupted.
A big thanks to Swather Power Club for supporting all Hesston High School activities and athletics. Did you know that Swather Power Club is the one and only Hesston High School booster club, and anyone who signs up to be a member automatically enters the student of their choice to win one of 2 $1,000 college scholarships. Right now, you can join Swather Power Club for free. Look for the Swather Power Club on the Hesston High School website menu or visit them on Facebook.
You know what? I'm kind of thankful for my announcer's jinx now. Let's talk about how not so great the offenses were playing, and then we ended up scoring like, 20 points in the last 4 minutes of the quarter.
So really the person to thank for the scoring outburst is you, Lucas.
It's definitely me. You can text me to thank me. I'm totally open to it.
Yoder with the ball over to Humphreys as the Swathers have a 2-point lead to open the second quarter. Inside to Keeker.
Oh,
beautiful
boom.
look. And I don't think Keeker has missed thus far into the game. 3 for 3 from the field.
Yeah, that's 6 out of the last 8 for the Swathers. Has come to Katie Keeker after I said they weren't getting her the basketball. So you can thank me again for that one.
I love announcer jinxes. They provide some funny moments. Case in point right now. Hanslick over to Wolf. Wolf's shot is no good, boarded by Hanslick. Hanslick's shot is no good, boarded by Yoder, and fouled by I think it was they're gonna get the foul on JC Guthrie there. Yeah.
There are some announcers jinx I'm not too fond of, like the Cody Parkey double doink where they showed him doinking 8 kicks before he kicked it. Great stuff. Oh, might have got a little over and back there.
I don't know how that wasn't actually, because she definitely had a foot past.
We'll stay with the Swathers though.
Maybe a case of ball actually lying there.
Don't see it very often.
Yoder to Humphreys. Humphreys to Yoder. Yoder will drive. Not really drive, but into the corner to Feralis. Back over to Humphreys. Keeker's jumper is no good. Boarded. Great board. Oh, might have stepped out of bounds. Not going to get her, though. Great board, though, by Guthrie on the backside and headed the other way for the Cardinals.
Really great shot. She's been working on that a lot. She's been able to knock those down pretty efficiently so far this season. Just couldn't get that one to fall for Keeker.
Wolf with the ball at the right wing in the corner. Almost stolen by Martin. Schneider to Hanslick. Hanslick will take the 3, boarded by Martin. Martin will push the ball the other way. And over to Yoder. Yoder back to Martin. Martin to Humphreys. Inside to Keeker. Yoder will take the three. Her shot is no good. Boarded by Humphreys, though. And then swatted away by Colson and then tied up by Wolf. Great recovery there from the Cardinals.
It was a pretty good shot there by Corinne Yoder. I mean, love that inside-out action. We talk about it every single week. And it was a pretty good shot. Just couldn't get that one to fall. But that's really good because at the beginning of the game, that's something they weren't doing. They were just like shooting those outside J's. Couldn't quite get them to fall, you know. But then once you start working inside out, you get those wide open threes, and they start closing out. And you can get it back inside, and lots of good things happen when you're getting the ball inside of the post.
Yeah, absolutely. And tipped out of bounds by the Swathers.
Looks like we got a little bit of another. Nope, just not going to say it.
Cardinals with the ball now. Wolf over 2.
Yep,
wow.
That's a foul.
Wow. Wolf swung it to Colson, and she attempted to pass it inside to Hanslick before she was absolutely rocked.
That will be Corinne Yoder's second foul, though. Swathers only have 2 fouls. Both of them are Corinne Yoder's. Is something to watch for.
Hanslick into the lane. Her floater is good. She's been playing very well to start this game out for the Cardinals. Humphreys now with the ball over to Yoder. Back to Humphreys. Inside to Keeker. Yoder thought about the three. Wide open look for Humphreys is good. Timeout taken by the Swathers there. Sorry, go ahead, Lucas.
And Humphreys doesn't miss many threes that are that wide open. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. They got the ball into Keeker, and so they crashed a little bit on her, and then she immediately kicked it back out to Yoder, who is one of the Swathers' best knockdown shooters, if not the best. And the defense just scrambled to get to her, and that left Humphreys wide open in the corner. So like I said, getting that ball to post touch really opens up a lot of different things.
Word of the day candidate.
I don't know about that one. Always love the word of the day. Tune in for the word of the day in the, well, we usually do it in the third quarter of the boys basketball game. Love word of the day. Makes my day, that's for sure. Guthrie now with the ball. Gives it back up to Schneider. You got it now, Cole. I'll give it back to you.
Wolf over to Schneider. Schneider inside look to Hanslick. Hanslick back to Schneider. Schneider back to Hanslick. Hanslick back to Schneider. Over to Wolf. Stolen by Kaiser. Pass to Humphreys, and she will take the ball the other way for the Swathers.
They were yelling Wolf as Keely Wolf ran up. Nice.
Maybe a little unintended pun there from the Swathers.
We love puns nonetheless up here.
Good defensive presence there from Colson to swat that ball out of bounds. Addie Mason checking in for the Cardinals for Keely Wolf, as we were just talking about her. Yoder with the ball. To Humphreys to Kaiser. Missed an open Bartel in the post. Yoder's three is good. Maybe it's good that they missed Bartel.
Exactly.
Because threes are better than twos when they go in, that is.
Exactly.
Oh.
The Swathers, who usually they have been the past few games. I mean, our last home game, they won the game without shooting a single three, or without making a single three, or was that 2 games ago?
I believe that was against Pratt.
Yeah, they won the game without making a single three, but already have 3 of them tonight. So that's really good to see that.
They've increased the number of threes by an infinite amount. As 0 multiplied by anything is, of course, 0 for you math nerds. Not a very difficult math problem there for you.
Would that one be undefined though? Because wouldn't you be dividing? No, you wouldn't. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
We think very deeply up here.
We do. I had a stats test today. My mind's just, it's gone.
Keeker inside might have had a chance to go up with it, might have drawn a foul. Yoder with the ball now. Over to Humphreys.
Oh.
Humphreys to Keeker. Yoder inside to Bartel. Great play. Not able to convert, though. And Keeker is fouled on her shot attempt as Schneider questions that call, insinuating that she was straight up the whole time. I might agree with I might actually agree with you. I don't know if it was necessarily on Schneider. I think there was a foul. I don't know if it was on Schneider, though.
Bartel with the wide open look. Great play by the Swathers to get that look. Just couldn't quite finish it, but good job by Keeker of crashing the O boards to get those second chance points for the Swathers if she can convert.
Did she make the first free throw?
Nope.
All right.
One out of two.
Yep. That leaves her with 7 as well, as the Swathers emerge with a 9-point lead in the second quarter. Emerge? That's not really the right word. Anyways. Ball is driven inside by Schneider and foul.
Oh, that's going to be Yoder's third.
Yep, I would guess she's going to, yep. It'll be Alex Martin in for Corinne Yoder. Most likely not going to be seeing the floor for the rest of this first half.
If you're the Cardinals, that's a big win for you guys. Girls, I guess.
She set an early 10, so.
Yeah.
Mason over to Schneider. They tried to run that same inbounds play that got them an easy 3 earlier, but the Swathers were all over it this time. Inside look to Colson, back out to Hanslick. Hanslick to Mason. Mason to Hanslick. Hanslick. Cross-court pass hit the net. Unfortunate little pass there because it looked like a good one, but the ball hit the net and the ball was deflected out of bounds. It'll be a 30-second timeout taken by Hoisington.
Yeah, Swathers, I kind of didn't want there to be a turnover because I knew I had a hunch of who Ferralis was going to come in for, but they had Bartel, Keeker, and Martin all on the floor at the same time, which you hardly ever see. In fact, you hardly usually see 2 of them, like as in Bartel and Keeker almost never share minutes on the floor, but I was really interested to see what kind of offense they were going to run with 3.
Probably Bartel and Keeper inside, and then Martin as one of the wings. That's a very tall group there for the Swathers. Not that they're losing a lot of height by putting Ferralis in. She's also about 5'8", 5'9", I believe. 5'8".
Good call.
So Swathers ball up 9 with 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Inside look to Katie Keeker. That's just too easy there in the low post.
I don't know what else to say. That was just a beautiful play. I mean, Keeker had her sealed from the start, and they just 2 passes and a wide open layup. That's
probably not exactly what Coach Mason was drawing up there in the huddle for the Cardinals.
Probably not. Ferralis will pick up her first foul of the game.
Hoisington has a very small group on the court right now. You might see for them to attack the post even more if you're the Swathers. Wolf with the ball over to that was Guthrie. Shot attempt was no good.
Oh,
great save by Martin, but it was out of bounds just before she was able to save it inbounds. That was a really dumb way of saying that.
It was close. She was very close to saving it. I thought she did, but bang. Can't leave for that wide open.
That's the second time a baseline out of bounds has led to a wide open 3. So there's a 3-point swing already, and we'll see what happens in these next couple of possessions. If Martin was able to keep just any part of her body in bounds after, and that's what we kind of said. Katie Keeker had the easy layup. I kind of thought that would happen as soon as they subbed out Romiser, excuse me. They lost a lot of height. They're going to get a foul on Martin.
Keeker didn't score for the first about 4 minutes, but in the last, I give her 10 minutes, has 11 points. So 2 Swathers now in double digits.
If she was to stay in the game, she'd be on pace for about 27 more points. Or not 27, sorry. like 17 more points. It would leave her with a total of 27.
Nice.
I knew 27 was in there somewhere.
17.
She's been scoring about a point a minute.
Yeah,
16
true.
minutes plus a minute and a half.
Mm-hmm.
We're quick on our toes up here.
We are. No, I was going to 17 and 11 or 28.
Oh, yeah, she has 11. I thought she had 10 right now. We are not quick. I'm not quick on
we
my
are
toes.
quick on our toes. We just sometimes are a little bit too quick.
Put that one on my tab, Lucas. Hanslick had 2 converted free throws, and the Swatters turn it over. And now the Cardinals turn it over. Funk with the steal.
I'm guessing they'll try and find Keeker again. She's got the hot hand.
That's what they tried to do, but it was a pass that really probably shouldn't have been passed. There was about 3 Cardinals surrounding Keeker. So Cardinals got the easy steal there. Hanslick with the ball. Out to Mason. And stolen by Humphreys. Great strength there to rip the ball away. The cross-court pass to Ferralis is there. No good, though. Keeker goes off the ball. Swatted by Hanslick. Boarded by Martin. She goes up with it. She's fouled.
4 shots inside the lane by the Swathers.
For a second, I didn't see that block there on Keeker, and I thought he just shot the ball straight backwards. I was like, questionable shot attempt there from Katie, but it was tipped back by Hanslick. Martin's first free throw is no good.
Those are the weirdest ones to be blocked because you don't know they're going to be blocked. Like, you just see what's in front of you, and the ball kind of gets stripped. That happens sometimes. Like when you heard that, right?
Yeah.
I'm just talking and I whistled through my front teeth. Really weird.
Martin's second free throw was good.
My apologies.
Kind of scared me a little bit.
I know, it scared me too.
Corner Schneider back over to Wolf. Wolf inside to Hanslick. Hanslick will take the shot, blocked by Humphreys or Martin or both of them. I don't really know.
Oh!
That deep 3 was rainbowed in from Addie Mason, her second three-pointer of the game.
Nothing but net. Beautiful shot there by Addie Mason.
She found that pot of gold at the end of that rainbow shot there.
Nobody from the Swathers really wanted to take the shot. They just kept passing it around.
3 seconds left. Ferrell's got to take a shot up and will not. Great defensive possession there from the Cardinals as they...
Definitely the ending the Cardinals were wanting there. Ended up getting to the 3 and then the stop on the defensive end. Love to see it.
Their bench was pretty ebullient there to end the half, and that is the word of the day.
I did ask for it to up the ante a little bit there, but ooh, ebullient. That's going to be a tough one to spell. Have a little bit of while to think about it.
Meaning cheerful and full of energy.
Did you just call me skillful and delicious? Never mind. I love quoting movies. That's probably one of my favorite things to do. I don't quote enough of them when I'm up here. Probably a reason for that, but.
We've seen some really good passes from the Swathers. They've had some nice long range passes. Some of them have gotten through, some of them have glanced off their hands, similar to what was happening on Sunday with the Chiefs. I kind of wanted to complain about it some more, so there it is.
I almost sent you the video I saw today, but it's just like Patrick Mahomes just like running all over this field, and then he throws and just hits a dude in the helmet.
The real dockery one?
Yeah.
That was a great one.
It is halftime though, so quick score update, then we'll take it to break.
For the Swathers, Corinne Yoder with 10, Alex Martin with 1, Anna Humphreys with 3, Carly Bartell with 3, Katie Keeker with 11. For the Cardinals, Addie Mason with 6, she doesn't have any points. Susanna Schneider with 2, and Hanslick with 14.
Great half by Hanslick.
Absolutely. So we'll be back with you folks in about 5.5 minutes or so. we are back with some second half action coming your way in about a minute or so, with the Swathers leading the Cardinals by 6 points, 28-22, after one half of play. What do you think has been the key to the game so far, Lucas?
Well, for this, might help if my microphone was next to my mouth, but
Indeed.
for the Swathers, it's definitely been, like I said, getting the ball into the post. They've gotten a lot of looks on the outside as well as the inside when they've gotten it. And for the Cardinals, it's definitely just been getting the ball to Macy Hanslick, 'cause she's balling.
Yeah, absolutely. She's been knocking down shots left and right. Had a couple of nice little floaters, had a couple of jump shots, a three here and there. She's just been doing it from all three levels, truthfully. It's been a battle between her and Katie Keeker. She's led the Swathers with 11 points, and also Corinne Yoder with 10 of her own. So Corinne and Katie providing, let's just do it quick because I don't know how to do that in my head. Providing 75% of 75%
Wow.
of the Swathers scoring. I should have
21 out of 28.
I definitely could have done that one in my head. Put that on my tab, Mr. Dawson. Not
That's
really
2 on
thinking.
your tab for this game.
Yeah, I got to do better. I can find the derivatives, but I can't divide
Do better.
21 by 28.
See, that's what I did like about calculus. You got so far into it that it was so hard to do simple math.
Facts.
Like, bro, I could find the fourth derivative and then integrate it right back, but I just can't tell you what 17 plus 11 is. Like, my bad.
Frallis's jumper is a little long, boarded by Colson. Wolf with the ball. Over to Hanslick. Hanslick back to Wolf. Wolf back to Hanslick. Hanslick back to Wolf. Wolf over to Schneider, mixing it up a little bit. In the corner to Colson, back to Schneider, back to Wolf, back to Schneider, back to Wolf, over to Hanslick, and out of bounds off of Hanslick.
That's tough. Good defensive play by Yoder. Pretty aggressive with the 3 fouls that she has.
Yeah, that you like to see your players even without they're not softening up with even though they may or may not be in foul trouble. Inside to Martin, her shot is no good, but it will be fouled on the play by Hanslick.
Pretty easy. If you're the Cardinals, you gotta start denying those entry passes. Those Swathers are just taking whatever they want when they're moving from that high post down to the low post. They're almost always open on that cut there.
And excuse me, that foul was actually on Romiser. Roseheimer. Martin makes 1 of 2 for the second time tonight.
Pushes the Swather lead up to 7. Their second largest lead of the night. They were up by 9 at one point, I believe.
Hanslick in the corner to Schneider. Schneider to Wolf. Wolf will dribble it around on the edge. Back to Hanslick on the left wing. Back over to Wolf. Wolf, right wing to Schneider. Takes it all the way. Blocked by Martin. Boarded, though, by Schneider. Stolen on the pass attempt by Ferralis. Swathers headed the other way. Yoder with the ball.
That's a couple of really great blocks by Alex Martin so far this game. I believe that's 2 or 3. At least 2. So it's good to see her playing good on the defensive end as well as the offensive end.
Yoder with the ball inside to Martin.
Wow.
Great pass, but the layup was way strong from Ferralis. It was
missed that.
Beautiful pass. That was one of those Patrick Mahomes throwing it parallel to your body just for the receiver to get hit right in the dome. It was a beautiful pass in Ferralis. Maybe she wasn't expecting it.
No, I think she just missed the backboard. Like you know how like if you miss the certain point at the backboard you're aiming for, it'll like go over the rim.
Yeah.
I think she just missed the point that she was aiming for.
Wide open 3 from Wolf is no good. Boarded by Yoder.
It's just tough sometimes because that was a really good dime.
Humphreys drives baseline, no good. Boarded by the Cardinals. They're headed the other way. They have numbers. 3 on 1 or 2. Fast break boarded The shot was no good by Hanslick, and it was boarded by Keeker. Swather's headed the other way now. Humphreys will slow down the pace a little bit. Keeker with the ball, short corner, swing pass to Humphreys. Her three-pointer is no good. Boarded, though, by Martin. Her layup is no good. Boarded by Hanslick. She's headed the other way.
That
might have been a foul of some sort.
No comment.
On Wolf. Running hook shot is great. It's great. It's good by Hanslick.
Great.
It was great, but
Any made shot is great, I guess.
yeah, it definitely was a good little Abdul-Jabbar-esque on the running hook shot. Martin inside got fouled by Romizer. She'll be shooting 2.
Yeah, I just realized this is a deep thought here.
Not on Romeyer. It was on Colson.
There's good things as good misses and bad misses, but there's no such thing as a bad make.
Well, okay, that's an argument I've had before with Jackson Humphreys.
Yeah, he argued the same thing with me. I argued against the side that there was such thing as a bad make, but if it's a make, it's a make. There's nothing to complain about.
I think there's no such thing as a bad make. There definitely is such thing as a bad shot, but it's still going in. For example, if Shaquille O'Neal were to take a transition three-pointer and it were to go in, it wouldn't be a bad make, but it would be a horrible shot to take because it's Shaquille O'Neal taking a transition three-pointer. You know what I'm saying?
You are right, but I don't know. It's just food for thought.
Wide open jumper there was missed by Isabel Gonzalez, but boarded by the Cardinals. Mason over to Hanslick. Hanslick thought about the pass, will pull it over, pass the other way. Hanslick with the ball, almost stolen by Martin. Hanslick all the way, running layup is no good. Boarded, though, by Colson, and they'll get a foul on the floor as the Cardinal bench again explodes in some ebullient cheering. I don't really know how to use that word, honestly.
Yeah, ebullient.
Ebullient chewing.
Yeah.
Ebullient cheering? I think maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Really great board there by.
Who's going to know that we're wrong anyways?
No. I mean, a couple of English teachers might. As
It'll be a over and back call. You were saying?
I was going to say, that was a really great board by Samantha Colson there previously. She yanked it away from 2 Swather defenders, so that's really great positive. See him crashing the O boards. Like we said, they're really good at that. Now, defensive boards are a different story, but.
Kaiser to Humphreys, back over to Kaiser. Kaiser will drive baseline and lose the ball, but it was tipped out of bounds by the Cardinals. You know, I don't want to be biased or anything, and actually this is biased in the opposite way you think. I kind of hope the Hoisington goes on a little run here so that we could get in a really close game here in the 4th quarter.
As Yoder makes a layup.
Dang it. Great drive there, though, by Yoder. Had a little jab step and then was able to kind of cross up the Cardinal defense and get really an uncontested layup. That doesn't really happen very much in the half-court offense, but it did there.
Yeah, I remember we talked about this. I think it was when we played Bueller that, you know, there's some games that you have to call and there's some games that call it for you. And close games definitely are the games that they call it for you. They're just so much fun to be.
It provides a lot of energy, that is for sure.
That first quarter, I remember back to the first game that we had when we played Holcomb, the first quarter of the boys' game against Holcomb, just trading buckets, and that was a great game.
And here's a perfect use for our word of the day. Close games are very ebullient.
They are indeed.
Full of energy.
I do love close games, but at the same time, you know, not all of them are going to be close. Especially playing.
As we've seen this year, basically none of them have been close that we've commentated, unfortunately.
And then the one game that's away ends up going in double overtime.
Yeah, that hurts.
Just a little bit.
Mason with the ball. She'll drive baseline, jump stops inside to Guthrie, and it'll be a jump ball tied up by Yoder and Bartel underneath. It'll remain Cardinal ball, almost stolen off the inbounds, and then corralled by Gonzalez. Nice dribble move into the lane, all the way.
Oh, I thought
No-
he was going to give her the shooting
no
foul for a
shot.
second.
I was kind of, that was a great move by Gonzalez to get into the lane all
like
the way, draw the foul.
The crossover dribble, that was, ooh. That is Morales' third foul, though, as Mr. Peters buzzes her into the basketball game. Love Mr. Peters.
What a dude.
Two of our math teachers and retired English teacher down there running the table.
A smart group.
Very smart group. The intelligence definitely runs high between those
Definitely
three.
higher than it is up here.
Yeah, just slightly.
Martin tipped that ball out of bounds there on that last possession.
They could solve the math problems and use ebullient correctly, I think, between the three of them.
Yeah, I think it's safe to bet that. They could add 17 and 11 correctly. Nice little cross move into the lane by Hanslick. Somehow didn't go in. And that was boarded by Livy Brewer. New into the game for the Cardinals, but unable to get the shot to fall. It'll be Swelter ball on the other end. Humphreys inside to Martin. Kaiser back to Humphreys. Yoder, great ball movement. That three is just.
Oh, nobody. Oh. There were two Swathers and nobody boxed either one of them out. Kaiser just wasn't quite able to convert on the layup.
Must have been out on the Swathers there. I thought for sure that second attempt was going to go in. After, I thought the first one was going in as well.
It looked good from here. My favorite is when they shoot like directly between you and the basket and you can just follow it the whole way in. Ooh, good stuff.
Wolf with the ball now for the Cardinals. Over to Hanslick, or Schneider, excuse me. Stolen by Yoder. She'll go the other way for the easy two. I usually hesitate on the fast break because I don't want to see a miss an open layup, because it has happened before. Mason over to Wolf. Wolf back to Mason. Mason back to Wolf. Wolf will drive inside. Her shot is somehow no good after 4 or 5 bounces. Yeah, there we go. Bounces it up and down on the rim. Tied up, though. It'll be Swelter ball heading the other direction.
Looked a little bit like Kawhi's shot there. The 5 bounces on the rim. Just, she couldn't get it to fall. Kawhi did.
Glad I'm not a 76ers fan.
Yeah, me
although
too.
I'd rather be a 76ers fan than a Timberwolves fan,
That
which is
is
what
true.
I am. Unfortunate. Humphreys wide open three is no good. Boarded by, eventually by Wolf. Over to Mason. Mason pushes the tempo back to Wolf. Wolf thought about the three. She'll drive into the lane. Takes another shot. No good. Fouled, though, by I believe it was Keeker, possibly.
Yep.
They will get Keeker. That's her first foul of the game, so no worries there for the Swathers. Wolf's first free throw is good.
Chip into the Swather lead just in the slightest.
That ends what seems like a very long scoring drought from both teams, other than that layup by Corinne Yoder. So Wolf will get on the board tonight for the Cardinals. Yoder with the ball over to Humphreys inside to Martin. Keeker short corner, Yoder right wing, fouled by Wolf.
Yeah, she was going in for the steal, and then Yoder crossed up in front of her and just caught a little bit too much body.
You know, as Uncle Drew says, don't reach, young blood.
That is true. I do remember watching that movie. It was a pretty good movie.
Kyrie Irving's a pretty good actor.
He is. Who would have thought?
Feralis inside to Keeker, batted away, though, by the Cardinals, but retained by the Swathers. Humphreys' shot just inside the three-point line is good.
Really great. I guess I wouldn't call it inside-out action, but a little bit of inside-out action. Led to a wide-open shot for Humphreys there.
Schneider
able to knock it down.
Sorry.
Oh,
Schneider, Hanslick, deep three. No good. Boarded by... it was boarded by Brewer, and she stepped out as she was swinging her elbows to try to get Yoder and Feralis off of her.
I thought that was going to end up as a 4th foul on either one of those two Swathers there. Got fortunate.
Or possibly Brewer getting hit with one of the swinging elbow calls that
That's true.
I've seen maybe like once or twice this season, I believe. Yoder with the ball over to Humphreys. 12 seconds left in the third quarter. The Swathers up 11. Yoder over to Feralis. Feralis back to Yoder, back to Humphreys. Into Feralis. The corner shot by Yoder is good.
Whoa. Knocks
Great
it
play
down.
there from the Swathers to get that look and to get that shot to fall.
Great. Yeah, it's just great end of the quarter for the Swathers. Looked like Hoisington was going to go into the quarter with a little bit of momentum, less than 10-point lead. Then the Swathers just quick answer with 5 straight. So kind of a little bit of a killer there for Hoisington, I guess.
All of us at the Swathern Sports Network would like to say thank you to the Hesston Community Foundation. Their generous grant is what is allowing us to bring this action to you right now, and without their support, we would not have been able to bring in almost 24 kids into the AV program. So make sure to say thank you to the Hesston Community Foundation, a proud supporter of the Hesston community.
Nice. So, Cole, what do you think Hoisington has to do to maybe have a chance of tying this basketball game?
I think they just got to get some more shots up. I mean, it seems like they were getting decent, like, possessions, but they weren't getting a ton of shots up, and when they were kind of ill-advised, whether it was running floaters into the lane or deep threes like we saw there from Hanslick on their last possession. That's not typically going to be a winning recipe when you're not getting many shots up, and the shots you are getting up are not very high-quality looks.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Wolf over to Schneider. Schneider looking inside, but she'll pass to Brewer. Brewer back to Schneider, over to Wolf. All the way kicked off of Wolf. It'll be Swather ball.
Definitely not the start you wanted to the fourth, but she was being aggressive, trying to drive it. Just one of those unfortunate bounces that just kicks off the knee. You do hate to see it.
Yoder with the ball, now being pressured by Wolf, over to Humphreys, back to Yoder, back to Humphreys. 2 fouls in the short corner, outside to Yoder, over to Martin. Martin to Keeker. Over to Martin, swing pass to Humphreys. Humphreys could have had the 3. Thought about it. Even after the pump fake, no one was really near her.
Yeah, she thought about it twice.
She's not really being guarded out there. I'm surprised she hasn't taken a shot. Yoder with the ball. Inside to Feralis. Over to Keeker. Back to Martin.
They might be in that free throws. And oh, never mind.
There's the after the shakes. Humphreys finally took the 3. Oh. Almost a carry by Hanslick.
Just about to say they're in free throws and layups mode, but they
immediately
were
took
indeed
literally not even half a second
as I was
later,
saying
she
it.
took a 3.
And you knew what I was saying.
Yep. I agreed with you too, because it was about a minute long possession and it didn't matter.
Oh my gosh. Just one of those nights.
Schneider with the ball, stolen by Martin. She's headed the other way. Pass ahead to Humphreys, great find, and Humphreys' layup is good.
That is something, a little bit of a theme we've seen throughout the night is Alex Martin's vision, her court vision and court awareness have been off the charts, making some really great passes to her teammates. You saw that one, the one to Feralis earlier, just a couple of really great passes. You love to see that by your senior leader.
Baseline drive from Colson is no good, but fouled by either Martin or Feralis. I think it was Feralis. It was calling Alex Martin. Probably a good break there for the Swathers, as that would have been Feralis's 4th. Just under 6 minutes. Swathers up 16 right now, pending the 2 free throws. First one is almost bricked in, but didn't quite get the roll.
Might have had her rhythm messed up a little bit. One of the dribbles hit her shoe, and kind of the ball kind of bounced away from her. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
It pains me to admit that one time I completely lost the ball. And it literally counted as against me. I just didn't get to shoot one of the free throws because I just lost the dribble, or whatever.
That's tough.
It was more embarrassing than anything else, but it was very embarrassing at that. So Who was that? Was Colson. Colson went 1 for 2. Backside cut was Humphreys. She was fouled on her layup attempt by one of the 3 Cardinals that were in the area. Couldn't quite decipher who it was. It was Guthrie with the foul. She has 4 more fouls than points tonight. Usually not the kind of stat
Not the
that
greatest
you want.
stat. No, not at all. As a K-State fan, I have seen that happen a lot, so not an unusual stat for me.
Humphreys was 1 for 2 on the free
Wow.
throw. Great board from Ferralis, but she lost it immediately. But Yoder got the fortunate bounce for the Swathers. So
Yeah.
it'll be them. It'll be Humphreys in the corner, inside to Ferralis. She'll attempt to turn the corner, back out to Humphreys. Might have gotten away with the travel. Kaiser over to Yoder. Yoder, little cross tween corner to Humphreys, inside to Ferralis. Her hook shot is no good. Boarded by Gonzalez, headed the other way. Pass over to Mason. Her three-pointer is good.
Wow.
She has been
3 for 3.
Yeah, she has shot it very well from outside the arc. I'm surprised she hasn't taken more shots. I mean, obviously 3 for 3. I mean, you keep on giving her more shots, so you expect those to keep on falling. She has a very pretty shot. It arcs up very high there, and then usually finds the bottom of the net. Always.
Well,
has
so far
tonight,
it's always
actually.
found the bottom of the net here. There's something about opposing team shooters who don't get a lot of shots that are just on the money here.
Ryan.
Going
with
back to
Central
Ryan
Plains.
from Central Plains.
What a dude.
What was he, 5 for 5 or 6 for 6?
5 for 5.
What a guy.
Hook shot from
Wow.
Cross is good this time. That was a great piece of shooting there.
Her first points of the night. That was a really beautiful left-handed hook shot there off the back.
And there that little cookies there from Ferralis on the other end. It'll be Swather ball after the steal, and it looks like this game will be just about wrapped up pending a very good comeback from the Cardinals. All the momentum on the Swather side. They've increased their lead by 2 in this quarter. It'll be a travel on Carly Bartel. Thought she was about to get away with it, but then the call came.
You said cookies. I have not heard that phrase in so long.
That's usually a 2K phrase.
That is.
Whenever you pickpocket one of their people coming down the court. Cookies, but it can also be applied to real life as well.
I do like cookies, though. Made some this afternoon.
Your family is very adept at making cookies.
Thank you,
That
Cole.
three-pointer was no good there from Hanslick and then boarded by the Swathers. Especially those monster cookies. Those, not much beats the Roth's monster cookies.
I'm sure my mom is listening. She will be very happy that you said that, so thank you, Cole.
Yoder's three-pointer is good.
Shooter's going to shoot. Corinne Yoder, her 4th triple of the night.
And it'll be timeout. T.O.,
baby.
Dude, you know, I always think that every time it's been like a short little run. And Dick Vitale, to say the least, not my favorite announcer. Well, that's how we'll put it. But I do, sometimes I enjoy hearing the way he phrases things. And the Cardinals do need a timeout. It'll be a quick one as they are down nearly 20 with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I don't know how much of a Dick Vitale fan I am myself, but there are a few phrases where he's right on.
And we do mean a few.
Yeah. Hey, we are only 1 month away from March Madness. That is something I definitely missed.
I remember getting the notification that it was canceled. I was like, oh crap, things are about to go down this year. And that, obviously in March of 2020 that was. You saw that, you're like, oh, things are about to start going downhill real fast.
And I believe that K-State was one of the last, if not the last team to win last year. Because they won the last game of the Big 12 tournament. It was the night game. The next day at noon was when they canceled basketball.
And obviously I'm a homer, but I thought that the Jayhawks had a very solid chance at making the deep run into the playoff. Oh, well, they're not going to give her the and one. I thought that was a beautiful move by Hanslick on the underneath, and she made the shot, but they're going to call it on the floor on Sydney Kaiser. That's her first of the game.
K-State, they beat the 7 seed TCU in the first round. They could have made a run. Who knows?
Weren't they playing KU next?
Yes, they were. So that's where the run would have ended.
We know how that ends. Oh, swatted away from Keeker. I didn't know she was going to get there. Good extension and the vertical to block Rollmeiser.
A couple great blocks by the Swathers tonight.
Yeah, they've had great defensive awareness throughout the evening. Hanslick with the ball now over to Wolf. Wolf to Mason. Mason will take the three. And there it is again. They keep getting her looks, and she keeps splashing it. Might as well let it fly. I mean, why not? Down 15. There's still a chance. A couple threes here and there, a couple stops, and they're going to get a foul on Mason. A couple missed free throws. You never know. This game might not be over.
Bro, if you just keep getting her the ball, I mean, statistically, she will make every shot that you give her. Beyond the three-point line. She has an undefined percentage inside of it, but, I mean, like I said for Yoder, shooter's going to shoot. Let her shoot.
And that hurts for the Cardinals. They almost got that defensive stop that they were so yearning for, but they're going to get a foul on Wolf. That'll be her second of the game. It'll be Kaiser shooting. First one is good. I didn't know if she was shooting one or two, so I kind of just left that one hanging. It'll be Kaiser shooting. Yes, it'll be Kaiser shooting.
Nobody crashed the lane, so it's 2 shots. All right.
Almost a lane violation. Not going to matter as she cashes home the second one as well.
Have you seen the video of the person who didn't want to lane violate so bad? They just kept falling. It's like their foot didn't. They face planted in the middle of the lane.
Yeah. Oh, and that hurts there.
Oh, did she step over that? Oh.
Yep, that. You could absolutely not afford to do that right then.
That's probably the nail in the coffin. I mean, there's probably been a lot more. There's probably 4 or 5 nails in the coffin, but that was probably
maybe not. Well, never mind. Tied up there. It'll remain Swather ball. So all that did was take 2 seconds off the clock, basically, and give them the possession arrow. But they do have the possession arrow now. So you do it again. Hey, you never know. Thrown out of bounds by the Swathers. Hey, now, there's still a chance. I'm not counting them out until the clock hits 0.
Or until Addie Mason heads to the bench. But as long as she's still in.
If there's a will, it ain't over till the fat lady sings.
You are correct.
I've never really understood that reference, honestly. Or reference.
Like, why would she be?
I really thought that was going in. But the board, it was boarded by Wolf, and her layup was good. I really thought that was going in. It ended up not really being that close from Mason, but hey, keep on letting it fly.
It looked good from where we were at.
Like, it did.
I legitimately thought she was about to knock down a 5th one.
They're probably going to have to start fouling, I would guess.
I don't know.
Was a foul there.
Do you foul down 15 with 1.5 minutes?
I mean, if they're playing to stay in the game, you do.
Or you get a jump ball, and it's your ball without a foul.
That always works, too.
Well, 50% of the time it works.
It works 50% of the time. You would be correct.
In the statistical mood, I guess. Have you taken statistics, Cole?
Yeah, last year.
Yeah.
Inside, that's Brack. She'll be fouled. Steele Brack getting her for first action of the night. The foul was on Bartel. Brack's first free throw is off.
No good. K-State's playing tonight. They get to play Texas, so they get to play for about 5 minutes, and after that, the game's over.
What's their record?
K-State's?
Yeah.
5-13, I believe.
So 5-14.
They're only 13.5-point favorites. If it was Baylor, then I'd already say it's 5-14. But we hung around with Texas for about 4 minutes the last time we played them.
4 minutes. Yeah, that's tough.
We were only down by 6 at the under 16, so that was a win.
Only down 6. Oh, that's tough. Yoder with the ball. I mean, they're probably just going to – I mean, they're not going to be looking to take any shots, obviously. Almost lost the dribble, but kind of palms it back into existence. She'll just get the ball again up top. Over to Martin, being heavily pressured by Wolf.
Yeah.
Looked like Wolf was getting in a slap fight with her for a second. And that'll put the Swathers in the bonus.
With 3 brothers, I have been in many of those throughout my lifetime. I can say they are not fun.
Martin's first free throw is good. We'll see if she can break the streak of going 1 for 2 from the line.
Yeah, that is. Well, she probably won't be able to now that we said something about it.
Hanslick checking out. She had a great game for the Cardinals tonight.
Did indeed. Was the leading scorer.
And she does break the streak, making her second free throw.
Swathers, though, great job of containing Hanslick in the second half. Only after 14 first-half points, was only able to get 2 in the second half. So probably had a lot to do with the
running layup is good from Keely Wolf. With 20 seconds left, Swathers up 14. It'll be all she wrote for this game. Gotta love that hustle and tenacity by the Cardinals, even down as much as they are.
They will get a foul.
Why?
7.2 remaining. Hey, you never know. They could get 7 technical fouls in a row, resulting in 14 free throws.
Yeah, they'd have to make them all.
That is true.
Jillian Leis' first shot is good.
But they could just give the ball to Addie Mason and have her stand at the very back of the free throw line. Almost 3-point range.
I don't think that matters for how many points they get.
Oh, geez. Alex Martin going up strong with the board.
Just back off. Please don't foul.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey, yo.
Almost was able to sink it there, but we will give you the game update after the pep band plays the fight song.
So the final score ended up being Hesston 53, Hoisington 38. I forgot the name of the town there for a second. Hey, yo, K-State
up by 3.
Anyways.
Well, now they're only up by 1.
Anyway, Sydney Kaiser had 2, Harley Frowles with 2, Corinne Yoder with 20, Jillian Leis with 1, Alex Martin with 6, Anna Humphreys with 8, Carly Bartel with 3, Katie Keeker with 11. So pretty good job of dispersing the ball around for the Swathers. Then for the Cardinals, Addie Mason had 12, Samantha Colson had 1, Keely Wolf had 6, Susanna Schneider had 2, and Macy Hanslick with 16, and Steele Brack with 1. So the Cardinals falling to 5-10, Swathers improving to 10-5. Little inverse of records there.
And player of the game, without a doubt, for in my opinion, Corinne Yoder.
Yep,
dropped a cool 20.
She shot lights out from deep and was a great facilitator as well in the passing lanes. So with that, I think we will sign off for now, and we will be back for the boys' game at about 10.5 minutes or so.
It will indeed be a barn burner, Cole.
We should have a good one tonight. There should be a lot of ebullience to go around. I don't know if that's even a word or not.
Yeah, enthusiasm to go around. Yeah. All right,
so
we'll catch you.
From Lucas Roth. We will see you guys.